Hi, this is Richard Quek here. Welcome to another session of my video. In today's session, I would like to talk about business. And the topic for today is what makes a perfect business. Now, if you are in business or you are interested in starting a business, I think today's topic is very, very important, because if you are interested in starting a business, then it is good for you to be able to know what criteria makes a business a perfect business. Okay, now according to John Paul Getty, there are 6 things that you need to fulfill in order to become successful, and the top on the list is you must own your own business. Okay, only when you own your own business, you control how you work, where you work, with whom you work, and also how much you are going to earn. You are in total control. All right, now a lot of people have the desire to start a business, I'm sure, but why is it that they don't get started? Because they have got a lot of fear within them. Okay, so today, hopefully in this session, I'm going to take away the fear from you and inform you what are the criteria that makes a business a perfect business. Okay, now again, this is only my opinion, and basically take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, now this 10 points is not from me. All right, it comes from a publication called the Dow Theory letter. The Dow Theory letter. And basically, what makes a perfect business? Let's go through point number 1. Okay, the product or the business must sell to the world. This is so important. That means everybody needs your product. Everybody must need your product. It must sell to the world. What it means here is that if you are selling skincare, let me ask you, are you selling to the world? Not really, because skincare is needed only by female, all right, and also of a certain age group. You don't expect a 6-year-old girl to use skincare, neither do you expect a 70-year-old lady to use skincare, all right? So basically, men also do use skincare, but a very limited number of men, all right? So the product does not sell to the world. All right, your product must sell to the world. That means everybody needs to use the product. All right, and if possible, even it is not limited just to human. Even animals can use your product as well. All right, so it must sell to the world. That's the first criteria. All right, so ask yourself: is your product selling to the world or just to a limited category of people? Okay. Now, number 2, it must have an inelastic demand. What it means here is that, regardless of rain or shine or what the weather, financial situation, all right, people will need your product. Okay, people will need your product. That means the demand is inelastic. That means whatever season, whatever condition, people will use your product. Unlike, elastic demand, it means like umbrella is a good example. All right, when it is raining, people use a lot of umbrella, and therefore the sale of umbrella will shoot up the roof. But when it's not raining, all right, the sale of umbrella will go down. All right, so the demand is very, very elastic. Okay, another good example I can give you are those people who are doing a resort in islands. All right, in Malaysia here they have island resorts. All right, these are what we call inelastic. These are called elastic demand as well. During season of rain, during season of monsoon, where the wind is strong, well, the business will go down. All right, when the season is good, all right, the water is stable, there's no wave and so on, right, then the sale of the resort will be high. So the demand is elastic. So to make it a perfect business, whatever you are promoting must have inelastic demand. That's the second condition. Number 3, there must be low labor requirement. Now, sad to say, a lot of business outside there, they have a lot of labor requirements. They pay a lot of salaries and related expenses. All right, I'm an accountant by profession. If you look at the financial statement of most businesses or most companies, right, at least about 1/3 of their expenses is related expenses to salaries and labor. Okay, so basically, if you want to be a perfect business, there must be low labor requirement. Okay, now A good example, like myself, I have a business, okay, that generates millions of ringgit, all right? But I only have one part-time staff. That's all. I don't need a lot of staff, all right? Just imagine if a business generates millions of ringgit of business, you need a lot of staff, that's for sure, right? So that's why a perfect business is one that, that is low labor requirement. Because, when the labor expense is high, it is a fixed cost, all right? Whether business is up or down, you still have to pay because it's a fixed cost, okay? Now, number 4, the product must be consumable product. I mean, this is logical, all right? Now, if you want to earn money on a consistent basis, people must buy a product over and over and over again. So it must be a consumable product whereby people buy, they use it, they finish, and they will buy again. They will repurchase again. And when they repurchase, you're going to earn income from those recurring purchases, all right? Unlike, items that are not consumable, I give a simple example. This is not to talk bad about other businesses or other products, just as an illustration, all right? If you are selling water filter, a good example, right? It is not a consumable product. People buy your water filter once, and probably, they won't buy again for another, 5 years or 10 years. I mean, some water filter, they guarantee that it can last for 15 years or more. So for 15 years, you don't have a sale, all right? Because your income will come in from the next sale, the next sale, and the next sale. We want is recurring income, all right? Whereby people use, they finish, and they buy again, all right? So it must be consumable product. Okay, number 5. This is important. Products that are not easy to follow or copy. All right, if people can copy your products, then basically, you'd have a lot of competition. That means you are in the red ocean. Your product must not be easily copied. Now, let's talk about the iPhone. Right? iPhone is fantastic, a good handphone, right? But sad to say, it is not unique. It is not It is not something that is people cannot copy or cannot follow, because look at it. In a phone business today, besides iPhone, you got so many. You got Samsung, you got Huawei, and so many other phones there. The competition is very great, okay? Competition is great. When competition is great, you compete in terms of pricing, all right? You compete in terms of pricing. So your product must be not easy to follow or copy. Probably your product need to be something like a blue ocean product that nobody else have. That is important. All right, so I do not know. You got to look for a business that have got products that people cannot follow or cannot copy. Because a lot of product outside there is a me too type of product. I have, you have as well. So when everybody got the same type of product, you compete in terms of pricing. That's it. All right, who can give the lower price will win. Okay. Now, number 6, low capital and overheads. Now, to start a business, one of the reasons why people are reluctant to start a business, because it requires a big capital investment, all right? A big capital investment. I mean, for Malaysia standard, I think a few 100,000 ringgit to start a business, all right? And not forgetting that this is just the capital cost to start the business. And every month, you got to pay for the overheads or the running expenses as well, which are quite high, all right? So a perfect business is where the labor requirement, the capital investment is low to start the business, and also the running expenses is also kept very, very low. Okay, so this is very important to realize that, low capital and overhead is number 6. Number 7, this must be a cash business. Now, a lot of people, do business on credit, all right? When you do on credit, you are in big trouble because you are spending a lot of time trying to get the collection in, all right? And it's a lot of time wasted there to get the collection in. And, you have cash flow problem, that's for sure. Remember, in most cases, all right, people buy products maybe on credit, right? Maybe they are giving 3 months of credit, all right? Now, you give your customer 2 months of credit or 3 months of credit, you're going to die. Because why? They're not going to pay you on time, that's for sure. So the best business is a cash business. Are you with me? It is important to have a cash business, because when you have a cash business, you don't have problem with collection, all right? You don't have problem with trying to chase after the, your customers and so on. So basically, it must be a cash business. So ask yourself, is your business a cash business? All right, number 8, the business must be free of government interferences. This is very, very important. All right, that means your business must be very stable and do not depend on all the government restriction and so on. All right, government interferences can kill you. I remember years ago, I started a karaoke business, many years ago. I partnered with some of my clients, we started it when it was the beginning of the karaoke era, right? Now, the business was good, but you know what? Every month we have problems with what? We have problems with, entertainment license, we have problem with liquor license, we have problem with fire department license, and then we have always the police department will come in to raid the place and so on. There's so much interferences that, at the end of the day, we decided to close down. All right, not that we are not making money, but too much hassle that we have to close down. So your business must be free of government interferences. All right, this is so important. Think about it. If your business have got a lot of interferences by the government or regulations and so on, then you have a lot of problem. Okay, that's number 8. Number 9, your business must be a portable business. Well, that's interesting, right? Portable business, that means your business go wherever you are. All right, it's not confined to an office. Okay, it's not confined to an office space. It must be portable. All right, if you are confined to an office space like myself, I had an accounting practice before. It is not portable because I'm sitting in the office. People have to come to my office. My client have to come to the office to see me. All right, so it is not portable. But you must look for a business that is portable. That means wherever you go, you can do business there. All right. I mean, I want to joke about it, but you should be able to do business even if you are in the toilet, right? In the toilet, if you meet somebody there, you can also do business. All right, it must be portable. You understand? Okay, number 10, the last one, the business must be forever fascinating. This is so critical because a lot of businesses, when you start off, you are very excited, you are very motivated, but as years goes by, with all the problems, with all the challenges and so on, it no longer becomes fascinating, right? So your business must be forever fascinating. That means from day one until 10 years later, you are so excited about your business. It must be forever fascinating. And I can give you a tip about that. That means a business that involves people, all right? Involve working with people and helping people to become successful. It will always be exciting. Are you with me? So those are the 10 points that makes a business a perfect business. So you got to analyze, is your business having all these 10 criteria? Or, if you're starting a business, then look for one that has got all these 10 criteria, all right? Now, some businesses may have part of it, all right? May have part of it, maybe 5 or 6. But let me tell you, if you want a perfect business, you must have all the 10 points there, all right? Forever fascinating. A lot of businesses there might have all the other points there, but forever fascinating, I don't think so. A lot of businesses outside there, after a while, get bored, you get burnt out and so on, all right? So I remember when I first started my accounting practice years ago as well, I was excited because it was a new office, I was excited about the business, the future of it, but after a while, it became a challenge to me because of collection problem, staff problem, regulations from the tax department and so on. So many types of challenges. So it doesn't become fascinating anymore. All right. So you got to look for a business that is forever fascinating. Okay. So I hope that you learned something here. I think this is a very important topic, especially for those who are in business or who intend to go into business. But my advice to you, why shouldn't you go into a business? All right, why shouldn't you go to a business that don't have a lot of capital investment, do not have a lot of running overheads and so on, all right? So basically, those are the 10 points. Let me summarize for you here. Number 1, it must sell to the world. Number 2, inelastic demand. Number 3, low labor requirement. Number 4, it must be a consumable product. Number 5, products that are not easy to follow or copy. Number 6, low capital and overheads. Number 7, a cash business. Number 8, free of government interferences. Number 9, a portable business. And finally, number 10, it must be forever fascinating. Okay, I hope that you like what you hear and see here. If you like it, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. And also, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel so that you can follow me on a regular basis. Okay, because I'm doing this video 6 days a week. 6 days a week. Okay, so there's a lot of information that you're going to learn, and hope that you find it useful. All right, and I thank you for your time that you spend with me here, and I will see you on Monday again. Tomorrow is Sunday, so basically we do not have we do not have a video session tomorrow, but I wish you a great weekend. All right, have a happy weekend and so on. And for those who are celebrating Chinese New Year, happy Cap Gomeh to you. This is the 15th day and the last day of the Chinese New Year. Okay, so with that, this is Richard Quek here from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.